Hi guys, welcome to another video. Hope you're all keeping well. Now in this video I thought I'd follow on from my previous video in which I spoke about all the Elvis Presley movies, you know, all the movies I've got in my collection, what Elvis made and that. So as promised in that video, in this video I'm going to talk more about Elvis, but this time I'm going to talk about the books, the Elvis books I've got in my collection. I've got quite a few here. Hang on, just look them up for you, as you can see. Oh, there you go. It's all my Elvis books, guys. I should say me mum, both of our Elvis books, because my mum loves Elvis and that, you know. So yeah, so there are Elvis books and that, yeah. So without further ado, I'll just get straight into it. So first of all, I'd just like to show you a couple of Elvis Presley magazines, which I picked up a couple of years ago. I'm not too sure if they published these or not. I think they stopped a couple of years ago. But if anybody has any information about this, yeah, please feel free to leave in the comments. Yeah. So I've got these couple of issues here. So I'll just show you now. So they are. So that's I'll just put them into some numerical order for you. Right, so 429, 459, 440. Yeah, right, okay. So I just first of all just show some. So this is issue number 429 of the Elvis Presley magazine. Great little magazine, guys, yeah. King of rock and roll, yeah. Some fantastic articles in here as well, yeah. Good picture of Elvis there. Yeah, go. So that's the first one. I'll show you the next one now. Issue 440. Great photo of Elvis there. He's live on stage, I'd say around about 1972. That'd be, I think that's from the Elvis on Tour movie that they did. Absolutely love these magazines, guys. Yeah, that's a great photo of him there. Yeah, so reminiscent of the ABBA magazines I used to get, and you know, even the Beatles magazine as well, and that, you know, you had a couple of issues of those and that. But I've got all the ABBA magazines and that, yeah. So I hope to do a video on them as well at some point. So that's a great photo of Elvis there, guys. There you go. Show the next one now. Issue number 459, guys. Again, another great photo of Elvis there on the back as well. Not fantastic. Again, some great articles. Here's one. I think that might be from Charo, the Western, what he did. Yeah, he made a couple of Westerns, Elvis, yeah. Of course, his first one was Love Me Tender. Fantastic movie. Another great photo of double spread of Elvis there, guys. Yeah, fantastic little magazines, these, yeah. So I couldn't get them over here in my part of the country, so I actually got these when I went on holiday in Blackpool and that, you know, when I used to go to Blackpool a lot in the 90s and that, you know, yeah. So this is the final one I've got, Elvis number 469. Made quite a few of these magazines, yeah. Another great photograph of the King there at the back, guys. That was when he went to Hawaii. They'd done his concerts in early 1973, fantastic concerts, although from Hawaii. Yeah, got some great articles in here, guys, yeah. I wish I had every single one, actually. There's another great photo of the King, guys. Fantastic. Absolute mine of information and that, you know. Elvis 68, Tiger Man. I love that song, Tiger Man. I'm the king of the jungle, they call me Tiger Man. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah. And there's some calendars there, guys, from 1999. Only seems like yesterday, the 90s, yeah. Elvis talking photo, wow. Yeah, so there you go, guys. That's me, albeit little mini collection of the Elvis magazine, yeah. There you go. No doubt there's Elvis fans out there that's got every single edition of this magazine, yeah, yeah. So there you go. Now I'm going to move on to the Elvis books now, guys, yeah. So the first one I'd like to show you is a little mini book here Elvis Presley by Dave Roberts. Some fantastic photos in here, guys, of the King of Rock and Roll. Oh, there he is in his army outfit. The old GI Blues. Fantastic little book, this. Some great photos of the King in here, guys. There you go. Right, so the next book I'd like to show you is this one. Simply just called Elvis. Not a great photograph, guys. That's taken from his 1968 TV special. Fantastic show, yeah. There's the back. I'll just show you inside. Oh, there's from his legendary 50, I think around about maybe 56, 57 concerts. Yeah. He's in his black leather suit from his TV special. Jailhouse Rock. The Birth of a King. Oh, there he is when he was a little boy with his parents. Yeah, fantastic book, this, guys. There's his first love, Dixie Lock. Oh, absolutely tons of photos in these, guys. They're fantastic books. The Jordanaires, famous backing group. Jailhouse Rock. That's a great photo of the King, guys. Flaming Star, fantastic movie. Don't anybody ever say to me that Elvis ever made a bad film. Fantastic. Good actor as well. Be touching more on that later. Follow That Dream. That's a good one. It happened at the World's Fair. Yeah, some great photos in these books, guys, of Elvis, yeah. It is with Priscilla. Barbara Stanwyck, who is co-star in Roustabout. Great movie. Yeah. Oh, that's a lovely photo, guys, isn't it? Yeah, fantastic books, these, guys. They really are. There he is, the birth of Lisa Marie. There he is with his dad, Vernon Presley. That's the part where, if you remember, I referred to in the other video where I said talked about the Elvis Presley movie collection. The part where he made a facetious reply to one of the reporters who said, like, has fame and fortune gone to your head? And he said, oh, I don't know about that, you know, the skull belt and that, you know, yeah. As I say, Elvis had a great Elvis had a great sense of humour. He really did, as well as being a supremely talented artist and that, you know, a great singer, great actor, yeah. Oh yeah, he had a great sense of humour. He had a generally nice personality all round, guys. I mean, he really did, yeah. I mean, he was brought up and that, you know, with good manners and that. You know, his mother, like, you know, brought him up, you know, to respect people and that, you know, yeah. And he never ever forgot where he came from. He never forgot his roots and that, you know, yeah. And he was very, very generous and that, you know, yeah. If he heard, of course, you know, if you love Elvis as much as we do, you'll be familiar with all the stories about. So you only had to hear somebody saying, oh, I'd love a car, I'd love that car, and next minute he'd get it for them. You know, how generous is that, guys, and that, you know, yeah. And I'd say he never ever forgot his roots, where he, you know, he never forgot where he came from, you know, and he was just there. He was just a perfect artist and that, you know, yeah. He had everything, really, yeah, well-mannered, the looks, the voice, the acting ability. Yeah, so there you go, guys, that's the first book. Right, second book, guys, this is a good one. Quite wide, and that is Images of Elvis. Great photograph on the back there, guys, and this is quite bulky, this one. It is for Anne Margaret, Viva Las Vegas, Absolutely love Anna Margaret as well. Yeah, yeah, fantastic. We called her the female Elvis Presley. Yeah, yeah. There he is on his wedding day, guys, with Priscilla. Yeah, some fantastic photos in these guys. And of course, there's been, over the years of Elvis's life, thousands and thousands of photographs, obviously goes without saying, have been taken, and that, you know, many of which have never been seen before. You know, a lot of these photos I've never seen. It's in these books, guys. Yeah, that's a great one there, the King. Yeah, as I say, absolutely fantastic books. There he is with one of his awards, guys. Fantastic books, these really are. It is with a pretty blonde. Colonel Tom Parker, guys, Elvis's manager. Still miss him today, and that, you know, yeah, as do you know, countless of Elvis fans all around the world. He was just the #1 entertainer, you know, for us, and that, you know, he had everything, as I say, you know. Well, there's the opening of Love Me Tender, his very first movie, Love Me Tender. Yeah, yeah, very, very serious role, and that, yeah, yeah. Elvis always wanted to, when he used to get the scripts, you know, he always wanted to be a serious actor, and that, you know, yeah. And yeah, he's very, yeah, very talented, very talented artist. Yeah, both singing and acting. Yeah, goes without saying. There he is getting his hair cut, guys. Going to go into the army. Yeah, nice colour photo of me with Lisa Marie. Oh, that's a great one there. Where he's with his wife Priscilla, Lisa Marie in the middle. And we've got another great one over here as well. There he is with Lisa Marie when she was a little girl. Done very well for herself, you know. Followed in her father's footsteps and that in the music business and that. Yeah, yeah. So that's a nice photograph with Priscilla. Priscilla Presley. Yeah. So there you go, guys. That's the second book, Images of Elvis. Move on to the next one now. The Elvis. This is a paperback. The Elvis Encyclopedia. I've got another one there. I'll show you in a minute. Again, fantastic book, guys. I'll just flick through inside for you. All his movies there in chronological order. There he is with Father Christmas. Elvis loved Christmas, yeah. And that Christmas album, that Christmas CD, what he made, when he sings all the Christmas songs, that is my #1 favourite Christmas album, when he sings all the Christmas songs and that, you know, yeah. Yeah, Merry Christmas Baby and all that, Blue Christmas and that, yeah, oh yeah, absolutely loved that, yeah, and my mum of course does as well and that. Every time Christmas comes around, and say, first thing when she's going to play a CD is put Elvis's Christmas album on. Fantastic, guys, yeah, yeah. Okay, so there you go, that is the Elvis Encyclopedia, fantastic book. Nice, next one. Oh, absolutely love this one. This is by David E. Stanley, Elvis's stepbrother, in collaboration with Frank Coffey, and a foreword by Lamar Fike, who was one of Elvis Presley's friends and that, you know, yeah. And that is the Elvis Encyclopedia. Absolutely beautiful book, this, guys, yeah, yeah. I've had this quite a few years now, yeah, and there's some fantastic photos in this, yeah. There you go. Beautiful book. Here he is from his 68 concerts. TV special, I should say. There's Lamar Fike. Yeah, the covers is right from 1935. Yeah, there you go. Absolute mine of information if you're an Elvis Presley fan. Yeah, in the beginning, guys, it all started for him in the 50s. when he went into the studio, yeah, wanted to make a record and that, and the secretary Sam Phillips wasn't there and that, and the secretary said, well, I'll you do your recording and that, and when Sam Phillips heard it, it was just absolutely blown away, he really was, yeah. Sun Records, yeah, legendary Sun Record. There he is in his army uniform, guys. Elvis was very much into karate as well, yeah. Absolutely beautiful book, this, guys. It really is, yeah. There's a great one of him in his uniform. There's all his albums, covers of his albums. Yeah, well, that's a good one of them. Yeah. Oh, absolutely love these books, guys, yeah. There you go, that's the Elvis Encyclopedia by his stepbrother, David E. Stanley. Just look at that cover, gorgeous cover. Right, next book, Elvis book, is, now this is more, centres on more on Elvis memories and Elvis memorabilia. Yeah, as I say, this is mostly like all the different things you can get about Elvis and that, yeah, the memories and memorabilia, as I say. No? Here he is on the Frank Sinatra show, guys, when he came home from the army. Welcome back, welcome home, Elvis, yeah. Yeah, great. Two giants of music, guys, together on one stage. Big photograph of them there, and Margaret strutting their stuff. Viva Las Vegas, one of my all-time favourite Elvis Presley films, yeah. There he is, Western Shadow. Great movie. Mind you, they were all great, let's face it. Colonel Tom Parker, guys. Masterminded Elvis's career, yeah. There, that looks like, is that Joe Esposito? No, it's just a designer. Yeah, it's a Hollywood designer, yeah. There you are, guys, more Elvis paraphernalia. So there you go, that is Elvis Memories and Memorabilia. Great book. Next one up is Elvis Rock and Roll Legend. Great cover again, guys, yeah. Some great photos in here again, yeah. Two ladies fighting over them there, guys. The Hillbilly Cass. Elvis rocks America. He rocked the world, not just America. Jailhouse Rock. Famous Poise there, guys. Great movie. Great movie. There he is in his gold lame suit. Yeah. Absolutely love these books, guys, yeah. Packed with all sorts of interesting articles and features and, of course, photographs. There he is with Glenn Campbell. Late great Glenn Campbell, yeah. Sang Rhinestone Cowboy, just one of many hits he had, yeah. Here he is again with his family, Elvis. As his later years. There's the book what his bodyguards wrote about him. Elvis, What's Happened. It's become quite rare book that now. Yeah. So there you go, guys. That's Elvis, rock and roll legend. Great book. Another one here. Could build an Elvis library, couldn't I? The Best of Elvis. Another fantastic book by about Elvis Presley. That's a great photo, guys, at the back. Look at that. Very photogenic man. Very photogenic man. The ultimate pop star. Ultimate pop star. Go. And he's still remembered today, of course, and that, you know, I mean, you've got all the Elvis impersonators and that, you know, you'll never be forgotten, yeah. Never be forgotten. Yeah, that is Elvis's Christmas album I was talking about before, guys. Yeah, great. Blue Christmas is one of the greatest Christmas songs ever written. And of course, Elvis he done quite a few gospel songs in his time. There's one there, How Great Thou Art. Me and my mum love him singing Crying in the Chapel as well. Yeah, oh yeah, fantastic song, yeah, Crying in the Chapel. I'm all shook up. Just wish he was still alive today and that, you know, yeah, I mean, here he is with Aunt Margaret. Viva Las Vegas. Loving You, Jailhouse Rock. King Creole, guys, fantastic movie. Elvis's co-stars. Lovely Anne Margaret there, yeah. Bill Bixby, who you remember took he was in the Incredible Hulk and there, the magician, yeah. Good actor, Bill Bixby, yeah. Angela Lansbury, great actress. Best documentaries, yeah, it's all in here, guys. Elvis's Lost Performances. Best lines of dialogue. Yeah, it's got everything, this book, guys, yeah. Best sighted Gracelands to see. Best Elvis headlines. Yeah, fantastic book, guys. Yeah, the best of everything. So there you go, that is The Best of Elvis. Great book, highly recommended if you're an Elvis fan. And last but by no means least is this gorgeous tiger tank of a book, and that is the Elvis album. Oh yeah, real weighty tome this, guys, yeah, but fantastic book, it really is, yeah. There you go, that's the again a famous photo when he was a little boy. This is quite weighty, so you'll have to bear with me if I'm seen to be what's the name, a little bit all fingers and thumbs. So you've even got newspaper cuttings in here as well. At the time, shortened basically his whole life, really. There he is with Johnny Cash. Elvis the movies. Very interesting, the newspaper cuttings in this as well, and that, you know, at the time, yeah. There he is with Donna Douglas. He was in Frankie and Johnny, and yeah. And of course Donna Douglas was in the Beverly Hillbillies. She played Ellie Mae Clampus, yeah. Sadly no longer with us. There's his wedding, guys, with Priscilla. fantastic book, this really is. Yeah. You even got cuttings of old magazine covers and that, which had Elvis on the cover. Yeah, I highly recommend this book. Well, all the books really, if you're an Elvis fan. Or yeah, and of course there's countless books been written about the king, you know, yeah, you know. So, but these are just a few of them, you know, yeah. So there you go. That's Elvis Presley book collection. Fantastic books they are as well. Yeah, very informative as well, and that, as well as having some, you know, awesome pictures in and awesome art. So they're very, very informative in that, you know, they really are, yeah. That's a lovely book, that one, guys. It's one of my favourites, yeah. Written by his stepbrother, David E. Stanley. Oh. Go. Right. Well, I hope you enjoyed that part of the video, guys. You know, me Elvis Presley book collection and that, you know, as I say, yeah, you know, me and my mum, like, yeah, always been fans of Elvis and that, you know, yeah, greatest entertainer ever in our opinion and that, you know, yeah. Okay, well, before I wind this video up, I'd just like to speak a little bit more about the movie aspect of you know, Elvis's career. Now, granted, many of Elvis's later movies have often been described as corny, and with, you know, and with little in the way of you know, of a good storyline. But then you've got to remember, guys, that even Elvis himself hated doing, you know, he hated doing some of those movies, especially later on in that, you know, yeah, where he was basically doing the same thing, maybe singing to an animal or on the beach and that, you know, yeah, and things like that. But he was under contract, you know, and so, you know, from my understanding of it, is he didn't really have any choice in that, you know, yeah. Colonel Tom Parker had signed up with the contract and that he had to do so many movies a year and that, you know, yeah. But if you watch some of the Elvis documentaries, like especially the ones depicting his life story, you might see scenes of Elvis coming in saying like, oh, not a crummy script and that, you know, yeah. He didn't really want to do a lot of those movies. He didn't really want to do. He wanted to be a bit more serious actor than that, yeah. But then, you know, if you look back to his earlier films like Love Me Tender, King Creole, Flaming Star, Jailhouse Rock, they were serious movies with good stories. You know, you can watch them again and again and that, you know, yeah. And, you know, as I say, the very serious parts, yeah. And then you mustn't forget the Western he did, you know, later on, Charo, that was quite serious in that, you know, yeah. And Change of Habits, yeah, you know, some of these people, you know, I've got to say this, like, some of these people who criticise Elvis's movies and that, and he say he was a poor actor, I mean, I don't understand it. I mean, what planet are they on? The man was an absolute legend, you know. He was a good singer, he was a good actor, the movies were great, albeit there was one or two that, you know, they weren't as good as others and that, but, you know, he's still a very good actor and that, you know, and on all the movies, like, you know, you could take your family, take your kids to see. You know, there was no bad language in them and that. You know, they were just a good time and that. You know, yeah. You know, and they sounded the lines properly. The actors and that. You know, they didn't mumble like they've got a bloody mouthful of gobstoppers like some of these actors in these movies today. You know, you can't understand what they're bloody saying, can you? You know, let's face it, and talking fast and that. You know, you could understand what Elvis was saying. And all the actors, you could understand what they were saying, and the scenery was lovely, you know, beautiful locations, especially Hawaii, the ones he made in Hawaii, yeah. Oh, we were only watching one the other night, Paradise and Wine style, and I said to me mum, oh, you know, the scenery like in that, you know, yeah. I just keep my fingers crossed one day they'll bring a Blu-ray, you know, huge Blu-ray box set out with all of Elvis's movies and loads of extras as well. Oh, I'd be the first down the shop for that, guys, I tell you, yeah. But getting back to, you know, these people who criticise Elvis's movies and that, you know, I don't get it. I just don't get it. You know, I mean, you know, as I say, they were real family movies and that, you know, yeah, and all the songs were good and that, you know, and, you know, many of them did have good stories and that, you know, yeah. So, yeah, as I say, I just don't get that, like, you know. I mean, I've heard people say to me quite a few times, like, I was feeling depressed and that, you know, yeah, but I'll put one of Elvis's movies on, and or really lifted me up and that, you know, maybe it cheered me up and that. And they do. If you put an Elvis Presley movie on, especially one of your favourites and that, and you watch it, you really get into it, you do feel uplifted, especially in these bleak times and that, you know, this COVID crisis and everybody, you know, having to be under these restrictions and that, you know, if you put an Elvis movie on, you know, it really lifts you up and that, you know, yeah. So, and they're good fun as well, and that, a lot of them are good fun and that, you know, yeah. Good locations and that, you know, yeah. Yeah, as I say, you know, me and my mum, we can't understand the sentiment of some of these people that criticise Elvis's movies and that, say he couldn't act and that, you know. Well, he could act. If he couldn't act, he wouldn't have been invited to make movie after movie after movie after movie, you know. So even if, like, you know, if there was any doubt, you know, even if there was any doubts about it, like, I don't think they'd have gone ahead with the contract and that, you know. Yeah, if he was that bad of an actor, you know. As I say, they were real family films with no bad language in and that, you know, yeah. And you could sit down and watch them and that, you know, yeah. And another thing, he had great songs in them. I mean, we've got the soundtracks of all those movies when he made, and every single song's good. Yeah, you know, I mean, like, what more could you ask for? You know, I mean, a lot of Elvis's B-sides were as good as his singles and that. And as I say, a lot of the songs in the movies, they're real rockers and that, you know, yeah. All right, somebody might jeer it, maybe There's No Room to Run With in a Sports Car. We love it, as thousands of other Elvis fans love it and that, you know, yeah. And Slice and Sand and that, when he's on the beach and that, yeah. And as I say, the Hawaiian movies he made and that, yeah. You know, what's there not to like in those movies and that, you know. You know, just absolutely fantastic in that. You know, I say great songs and that, yeah, beautiful locations, and the colour in them was absolutely pristine. You know, I mean, like, really good colour, like, and that. Not like some of the horrible drab, dirty looking colour they use in a lot of today's movies. Oh, it's really drab, you know. I mean, and the bloody dark scenes as well. Half the time you can't see what they're doing. You know, they're groping around in the dark and that. You know, especially horror movies, as I've said before. In my video, I've done about the annoying movie tropes. You know, I don't know what colour they use in these movies and that, but they need to take a leaf out of the colour that was used in Elvis's movies, you know, yeah. You know, so, yeah, so as I say, you know, Elvis was a good actor and his movies were good, you know, so, as I say, I don't know why these people criticise that and say he was, never understand it. Jaw always drops open. You know, and my mum's and that, when we'd hear anybody saying, he was a good singer, but his movies weren't very good. Ah, rubbish to that. Yeah. Okay, guys, yeah, well, I hope you enjoyed. I've said my piece now, yeah. Great actor, Elvis. Great singer, great actor, yeah. Okay, so, yeah, do you like Elvis, yeah? Have you got any particular favourite Elvis songs, any particular favourite movies and that? Anything about, you know, your love for Elvis, really, yeah? Leave it down below, yeah? And as I say, like, you know, those books, getting back to those books, guys, if you're an Elvis Presley fan, guys, I highly recommend, you know, you get those books and that, yeah. I mean, I say about his films and that, well, all right, those who criticise, you've got to remember the huge popularity of his movies. It speaks for itself, really, yeah. We never get tired of watching them, you know, and we're very thankful to Elvis and that for leaving such a great legacy, both in terms of his music and in terms of all the movies he made. So he's left a fantastic legacy, which nobody can deny. Yeah. So yeah, those movies they brought, and they continue to bring a great deal of enjoyment to people, you know, around the world and that, you know, yeah. That is a great testament to the king. Yeah. He wasn't just a great singer, as I say, he was a great actor as well. Yeah. Okay, guys, well, that's it now. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah, and yeah, it all going well. I'll talk to you soon. Stay safe.